Forgive and forgive. This parable about forgiving tells about a servant who owed the king a large amount of money. The servant that was so large that he would probably never be able to repay it. The king asked the servant to pay his debt, but the servant said he could not. So the king ordered that the man, his wife, his children, and everything they owned be sold to pay off the debt. The servant fell down before the king and begged him to have mercy on him and his family. He begged for more time to pay off what he owed. The king was filled with pity for the man, and he decided not to have him or his family sold. He even forgave the debt. The servant no longer owed the king money. A little later, the servant saw a man who owed him some money. The servant demanded that the man pay his debt to him. He said he would have the man thrown into jail until the debt was paid. The man begged for mercy, but the servant had him put in jail anyway. Someone saw what happened and told the king. The king was so angry that he had the servant put in prison because he had been forgiven but was unwilling to forgive another. Jesus told his listeners that this is how God would treat us if we are unwilling to forgive each other. How much was that? The amount of money the servant owed the king was about the same as $10 million. The king forgave his whole debt. The other man only owed the servant about $17. No wonder the king was angry that the servant was unwilling to forgive such a small debt when he had owed so much. We needed to be generous to others. After all, Jesus is very generous to us. Forgive and forgive.